Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part one. Let's go. Y'all, this was really a hard reunion to review, this part one. It was like a lot of yelling. I couldn't understand what Kandi was saying to Sheree, and I got Marlo and Kenya situated, but then Drew it was just a lot. But let's just see what we got. So Andy started the show off by meditating, and we found out that Sheree did own up to the fact that she got some things done to her face, and now it has, gone down. It's not swollen anymore. And Andy said that Marlo looks a little small, and so she says she has been taking the shots. Okay. So Andy gets to Sheree, right? And he plays the little part where Kenya said that she needs to do a show called When I Date Dumb Dudes. She could definitely have a spinoff on that show because she is in that group as well. But it's clear to me that Sheree is aware of Martell, and she described him as having noise. And she says she just kind of got to stay away from it. And then Kenya brought up the revenge tape, and that kind of that solidified it. Sheree is done with Martell. We will not be seeing him in season 16. Thank goodness. Let's keep going. So the secret child situation had come up with Sheree and Bob, and knowing that Callie and Cairo knew it, I just find it hard to believe that Sheree didn't know that. I'm sure most of us would have told our moms if that was a situation that we were going through, right? I just would have to believe that. I agree with Sheree. I think Kenya should have told her about the DMs from Martell. It could have actually saved her some embarrassment fooling with Martell, because that way she wouldn't have had to make these excuses for him. And now, like her saying that he has a lot of noise around him, like dealing with Ariane, dealing with the tape, him on the previews on his upcoming show, like it was a lot. So I agree with Sheree on that. I would love to know, what did Marlo call, if she called Mark? What was Marlo calling to talk to Mark about? Kenya said to get information on her. Like, is Marlo really like somebody that would just really do that like 2 years ago? That's really messed up if she did that, allegedly. What was all that like static with Kandi and Sheree? I've never seen them go at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sheree pulled out this pamphlet with everything, and the whole newsletter is dedicated to Kandi and everything that goes on in her business, right? She got a few things for somebody else, and it's crazy. Like Kandi told her, she talked about shots in her face and things like that. And she talked about Kandi's greasy floors. Like, what is the beef? I can't even believe, like, I thought they was good after they had that conversation about the She by Sheree, and Sheree had corrected her. That was kind of odd. Sheree's newsletter was all about Kandi and everything that Kandi's doing wrong at her jobs, right? Like, I don't even really think it was a lot about the other ladies. It was everything about her jobs, things that have happened at her jobs, the way her ratings are at her jobs. It was a lot. But I really and truly thought Kandi and Sheree were good. But this was too much. This is really odd to me to see them at odds like that. That was too much. Now, Sheree cannot argue the point that Kandi store tags is something like what she was trying to do. Kandi she said, I'm not a fashion designer. You claim to be a fashion designer. Kandi orders her things and puts them in her store for you to come and buy them. Sheree, you're the one that want to be a fashion designer and don't have the fashions. You just gave Drew a backpack that you probably got made from somewhere real quick. Like, where are the fashions, man? So then Kenya says she feels like Drew has fallen off, right? And then Kandi and Drew go back and forth. And after they do all the back and forth and they ask another question, then Drew's like, hold up, stop. I want to know if we're good. No, Drew, you are not good. You just told Kandi that basically, I don't want to be in nothing else you got to do because it's not as high up as I would like to do. Like, she gave you a chance. And Kandi says she feels like after the way she done lied on that couch and the kissing thing had come back up again, she says she feels like Drew has been gaslighting Ralph. That's crazy. Monyetta's outfit was so beautiful, right? I don't feel like Courtney was received well by most. And we have found out that Marlo and Scott Lee has bang banged, although I think we already knew that. Did y'all see the faces when Marlo mentioned Phaedra's name, Candy's face, and Andy got off of that so fast? He was like, Phaedra, okay, next. Like, he didn't want to waste any time there, because I think they kind of talk a little bit. So Kenya is low-key shading Marlo because Marlo has dated Roy at some point, the man whose picture she showed all season, right? And then Andy was trying to get the straight of it when Roy didn't really want to come on the show because he kept saying the show had wrapped, and Kenya kept saying, no, it was during the teaser. And he was like, no, it had wrapped before that. So we don't really know who's telling the truth in this moment. Let's keep going. Y'all, they not about to let Sheree make it with this She by Sheree anything. They're not about to let her make it with anything. Marlo says she sent LaToya the video about Drew because she felt like LaToya would tell the truth. Now, they did talk about Kenya's building and how she's building a second floor and it's going to be 6 months or whatever. I think they should have said that in the beginning. So we'll see if that happens. And also, Courtney knows a lot about Drew and Ralph's business. And I think we're all clear, like I have said before, like Allison had confirmed, allegedly, that Courtney and Ralph are not cousins. Because the way Courtney explained it, absolutely not. Child, they had to have their own frame, right? So it comes down to Courtney and Drew. So Drew lets Courtney know, do not bring my child up again. And when Courtney said, what you gonna do? I felt like in that moment, Drew was trying to make a decision. Do I want this job or do I want to get at her? Because that would have been a time to make a decision like that. And then as Drew was talking, I don't even think Drew heard Courtney when she said that she knew the mic was on. That's why she kept saying it over and over. I don't think Drew heard that because Drew never stopped talking. She was very upset. But when she sees this run back, she's going to be hot. Now, I think we all on one accord that this is not Ralph's cousin. Y'all, we can talk about it. It's your girl, Millie Chan. Bye.